Okay, today is Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. I call the village board meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bush?
Here.
Trustee Frankie?
Here.
Trustee Jerish?
Here.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Prochnow?
Here.
Trustee Schmidt?
Here. All board members are present tonight, and tonight we have the invocation from Pastor Gentek of the Trinity Gospel Church, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Everyone please rise. Pastor, if you would, please.
All right, please join me in a word of prayer. Father God, thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to gather together here for this board meeting with the leaders and the citizens of Elk Grove. Pray your blessing upon this time for wisdom, for unity, and for your guidance ultimately, and your blessing that your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And Lord, we thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to have a special honored guest, Julia Korzen, a state wheelchair bowling champion, and to be able to even hear from her. Thank you, Lord, for blessing her in her bowling endeavors and continue to give her success in all that she does. And bless all of her to do your will. And all of us here, pray your blessing upon our time and this entire town that you've entrusted us with to serve and to lead for your glory. We ask all this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen. The flags to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated, Pastor.
Yes.
Well, those mics are sure different.
They are.
Wow, they pick up. So we appreciate everything again, as always. Everything going good?
Yes, everything's going well. Thank you.
Congregation doing well?
We're doing well. Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, with the holiday
Wow, it's a
season
lot.
coming
I
up,
got 4 kids,
we'll
so
take care. Oh, wait a minute, you got 4. You're
I
gonna
should give this
rival-
to Julia. No.
You're gonna rival the police chief soon. 8, right? 9.
No, are you serious?
Yeah, 9 kids.
Okay. You win. You win.
So
you
enjoy.
so much.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Yeah, down the street.
You know what? I just thought something. We should make him do the robocall.
Okay, move on to approval of the minutes of March 11th, 2025.
I move that we approve the minutes of March 11th, 2025 as presented and dispense with the reading.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Prochnow, a second by trustee Jerish. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, let the record show unanimous approval. Move on now to the Mayor and Board of Trustees report. A few items I want to go over first before we get to our presentation. First off, back on March 13th, Thursday, I had an opportunity to do a Zoom call-in for the Technology and Manufacturing Association here in Illinois. It was a great opportunity to talk to them, answer some questions. Everyone knows Elk Grove is home. We're the second largest manufacturing base in the state of Illinois after the city of Chicago. So we have a lot of manufacturing, our new manufacturing technology park with all the newest types of manufacturing out there, high-end, robotics and all. And so it was great to meet with them and talk to them and talk a little bit about Elk Grove Village and how well we're doing. Also on March 18th, we had our budget workshop where we went through all of our budget information, prepared, I believe, Christine, next board meeting? Yes. We'll be passing our budget. Yes. Our budget this year is, I never thought we'd say these numbers, $263 million, over $250 million spent here in Elk Grove. That's just scary to think that much money going on here in the village. But we're in great shape. Again, as we talked about last time, we will have a surplus coming up projected, and that surplus will be going in to pay down our debts early. So this will be our 4th year paying debts down early, and that's good thinking. We're handling money to make sure we take care of the taxpayers long term. Then on March 20th, I had the opportunity to meet with 10 students and 2 teachers from Japan. We had the Japanese exchange students come here to Elk Grove, and they go to Elk Grove High School. They came to visit with the village that day, the police department, fire department, and with the mayor and government. And it was nice to meet with the students. What a difference. Jen, you were there. Uniforms and just the whole way they handle everything, and very well done, and great kids, and we enjoyed having them come visit with us. Very nice. Then on March 20th, we also had a volunteer appreciation dinner at the Garden Terrace. That's where we have a dinner to thank all the volunteers. Scott was there, and we thank our volunteers that serve on the Plan Commission, Zoning Board, Police and Fire Commission, and CERT people. How many other people? We got all different groups. We had almost 80 people there that night. and went very well. And we do thank those that volunteer and give so much of their time to make Elk Grove a better community. Again, in a little bit, we'll be meeting with Julie in a few minutes. And before that, our police did that we do, I think 3 times a year, cigarette checks, tobacco use and sales. So we did a check. We have 24 locations sell tobacco products in Elk Grove, and we have 5 vape centers, vape shops that were selling kratom. But good news is all of them adhere to our new ordinance. They cannot sell it. None were selling it. None offered it for sale, and all took down the signages and references to kratom in their stores. And all 24 places that sold cigarettes passed the check also. So we continue to do well with that. Again, some people say we might be a little tough on things, but we're looking out for the young people of this community and around surrounding areas. Matter of fact, I read in a paper, got the article right here, where one of our neighboring towns, I won't say which one, as you know in Elk Grove, when you go to Jewel or Aldi or a place like that to buy packaged liquor, you have to show your ID no matter what age. No matter what age. We were the first town to do that in Illinois back in 2000. I think first town in the country just about to do it. And it's worked well. I noticed in the paper, one of our neighboring towns to the north, they've had, in the last 4 years, 32 failures when checked for selling liquor to minors. 32 in 4 years. Since 2000, we passed our ordinance, I don't think we've had 10 failures in 25 years. So we are very tough on that, and we'll continue to be tough on that. No problem if people want to drink, but only the right age people should be drinking. No problem if people want to buy tobacco products, just the right age people getting them. So the more we can keep out of the hands of the youth, the better off we are. So, Chief, good job. I think we have one more check coming up, your memo said, in the future, so we'll stay on top of that. Also, tonight I want to mention, we had a Suburban Hair Commission meeting a week ago Friday. That meeting was to go over our efforts to get a Fly Quiet program going at O'Hare. One thing we've been working hard on and trying to partner with the O'Hare Noise Compatibility Commission and the FAA and the CDA, Chicago Department of Aviation, is to do a fair Fly Quiet program at night. Again, they're going to be there during the day, but we want to get some relief, as much relief as we can, at nighttime hours. And we've been pushing on this for a long time. If you remember, back in November of 23, we filed suit against the FAA and the Chicago Department of Aviation on the fact that they were not working the way they should under NEPA law. It's a federal law, how they need to proceed with this. They weren't following through with it the way they should have. We filed suit in November, and within, 24 hours, Maggie? They reached out and said, how can we settle this suit? We said, we will settle the suit immediately if you follow law, which is an open process, public input, and you compare any viable alternative to the plan that they were looking at, which is called B3, which is fine. We have a plan called H3. As we talked about before, JDA has studied the plan, put it together, and our plan far exceeds B3 or any other plan out there for the fairest, I say it again, fairest rotation of flights at nighttime. It spreads out the most evenly around the whole airport. And all we asked them to do is include our plan in the analysis. They gave us a letter agreeing to do so. Here we are, 16 months later, Maggie? And they have still not done it. They had a proposal in December. They had a public proposal. Our plan was not even part of it, only B3. We have sent numerous letters, reached out. We've had our congressman make inquiries, Raja. We've had everyone we know trying to reach out, and they seem not to be wanting to respond or listen. So we had a Suburban Air Commission meeting. Remember, Suburban Air Commission is made up of numerous towns and all DuPage County. Every member of the commission have agreed we're going to be sending a letter and getting information out to get them to follow NEPA law. All we ask is follow law. And again, we are very clear. If they don't follow law very soon, Elk Grove Village has no hesitation to bring our lawsuit back up again. We can do so. We We dismissed it with prejudice, which allows us to refile it instantly if we need to. And so if they don't get working with us, that will be happening again. So let's hope they see now it's not just Elk Grove, many other communities, counties, want them just to follow the law, let the best plan win. That's all we're asking. So we'll see what happens on that. My last item tonight is a recent release we got from numerous government entities. And on this, I'd like to read a statement on this. Remember this, the police officers in Elk Grove, their sole job, their sworn job, is to protect this community and make sure they go home at night to the families, the children, and the rest. Well, last week, we were advised that Elk Grove Village police officers acted appropriately during an officer-involved shooting in December of 2023. Following the incident, the Major Case Assistance Team, MCAT for short, conducted an independent investigation into the officer-involved shooting. MCAT is a regional investigative team comprising of 26 area police departments that contribute investigators and evidence technicians to assist agencies in need of independent major case investigations. After a very thorough investigation by MCAT, along with a review by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office and the Office of the Illinois State's Attorney's Appellate Prosecutor, it was determined that the actions of the Elk Grove Village police officers were consistent with all applicable laws and regulations. These findings from MCAT, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, and the Office of the Illinois State's Attorney's Appellate Prosecutor confirm that the police officers responding to a very difficult and challenging situation acted in a way that was appropriate given the threat posed to their own safety. If you remember, on December 1st, 2023, around 4:30 p.m., Elk Grove Village police officers responded to a 911 call of a man with a knife at a residence on the 200 block of Fern Drive. The officers arrived and parked down the street from the location to provide time and distance to assess the situation. Mr. Jack Murray exited his home and advanced toward the officers while holding a large knife in his hand. As he continued to advance toward the officers, Mr. Murray ignored multiple commands from the officers to put the knife down. As Mr. Murray came into close proximity to our police officers, they deployed a taser on Mr. Murray 2 separate times to no avail. Mr. Murray continued to advance toward the officers with the knife in his hand. The officers were then forced to protect themselves and utilize their firearms to stop Mr. Murray. After firing such arms, the officers immediately started first aid and life-saving measures until paramedics arrived on the scene. Unfortunately, Mr. Murray did not survive the incident. I want the community to know Elk Grove Village places a high priority on ensuring that our officers have the resources and training they need to respond to a variety of situations presented to them on a daily basis. While this incident was a tragedy, we are grateful that officers adhered to their training by taking steps to de-escalate the situation and attempting to use less than lethal force. The Elk Grove police officers who responded to the incident on December 1st, 2023, had a combination of crisis intervention team, training, mental health training, and de-escalation training, all of which were utilized during the response to this incident. This remains a very sad and tragic incident for our community, and we continue to offer the condolences to the Murray's family and his loved ones. We're grateful for the assistance from our partner agencies and hope this information will continue the healing process as this community moves forward. One last thing I'd like to mention, and again, I'll point these out carefully and clearly. People like to speak sometimes, and I understand that. But sometimes people cross the line when they speak. So tonight, I'm asking Mr. Jeff Snyder, a gentleman that had to do this before with the village, to come forward and offer an apology to our police officers and our police department. After Mr. Snyder made the following, I'll call him Jeff Snyder, not Mr. Snyder, made the following statements publicly. It's the procedures and police management where the problem is. Since Elk Grove has very weak procedures, of course Cook County cleared the officer. They had no other choice. Very broken system in Elk Grove Village. Very sad. Goes on to say, it's shameful. Elk Grove Village doesn't train, they have procedures to handle situations. He goes on to state, wow, we have some extremely scary police procedures in this country that allow the police to get away with brutality. Elk Grove Village leadership is certainly an embarrassment to condone this behavior. It's very scary for all residents of Elk Grove Village to have such poorly procedured police department. Finishes up by saying, it's the leadership at the police and Elk Grove Village officials who are the bad guys. The police officer only acted on defective procedures and training they received. There's clearly Elk Grove Village leadership to blame for this police shooting due to the faulty procedures. We have one of, if not the highest credited police department in the country. They are beyond belief in what they do. They receive all the newest training, the most advanced equipment and technology to assist them. These officers were put in a position to do their job, and they followed the training they were trained to do so. For Jeff Snyder to make comments like that to officers involved in the shooting and the entire department is wrong, is uncalled for, and will not be tolerated by this village. We're asking we're asking Jeff Snyder to issue a public apology to our department and the officers involved in this shooting. This is the kind of stuff we won't accept here in this village. We expect to hear that apology within the next day or two from Jeff Snyder. Again, Chief, on behalf of this board and this community, we thank you for the leadership you provide this department, the officers that serve this community, the fine job they do, and they always know they have the village board and this community's backing 1,000%. We're there for them as they are always there for us. Because we all realize when there's a problem, the first people we call is for them, and they've never let us down. So let them know this board stands behind them. Thank you. With that said, we now want to move on to some recognition here. Trustee Bush, you can join me?
We've got a microphone.
Yeah, come on down.
Of course he wants to do karaoke. The chocolate microphone.
Come on down.
Hey, that's mine.
Wait, she can do here. We got camera. No, she's good right there. Julie's good there. Okay, you got the microphone? Yeah, no, Julie, we'll keep it right here. That's good. Yeah, we got that. Okay, first off, this nice young lady sitting here with us today is Julie Corzin. As you know, in Elk Grove, we like to recognize people that do special things here in the community. And being the former head wrestling coach at Elk Grove High School and a wrestler at Elk Grove High School back in the 70s, before almost anybody here was born. And we got Trustee Bush, come on down. Trustee, you're one of our teachers. Come on down. Come on. Trustee Bush is a longtime coach at Elk Grove High School. We like to honor those that come in and excel above and beyond expectations. And Julia has definitely done that for the bowling team this year at Elk Grove High School. And matter of fact, she was the state champion in the wheelchair division bowling tournament that took place a couple weeks ago here in Elk Grove, or down in Belvedere. So out in Belvedere. So she did it, and yes, let's give her first, definitely. a hand. So now what we got for Julia, hang on, is, oh, you got it? We got a special proclamation for you. And if you bear with me, I'd like to read what it says here. Elk Grove Village Proclamation honoring Julia Corzin, Elk Grove High School IHSA State Wheelchair Bowling Champion. Whereas Julia is on the Elk Grove High School bowling team, has earned IHSA State Wheelchair Bowling Champion for 2025. And whereas Julia started bowling on the team her sophomore year and took third place last year with a total of 748 pins and averaged 124 pins per game. And whereas this year, Julia successfully learning to new techniques to better her score for the state. And whereas this year, Julia's second year of bowling, remember, only second year. First year, she took third, or second year, she earns a championship of bowling as a junior, earned the state wheelchair bowling champion with a total of 990 pins, averaging 165 per game. And whereas Julia's highest score is 180 pins this year, this year's state competition, which improved her score from last year state competition by 242 pins. And whereas Julia is the state series record holder for highest series in the wheelchair division with 990 pins, with the division started in 2016-17 for basically the last 10 years. She's the highest ever. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Craig B. Johnson, and the Board of Trustees in the Village of Elk Grove Village do hereby proclaim March 25th, 2025 as Julia Corzin's Day in Elk Grove Village, and do hereby congratulate her on achieving the IHSA State Wheelchair Bowling Champion on behalf of the Village Board and Community of Elk Grove Village on her accomplishments. Dated this 25th day of March 2025 by Mayor Craig B. Johnson. Julia, congratulations. Way to go. Now, Julia, first off, that's phenomenal. Got a couple questions for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I won't throw any curves at you. So, how does it feel to be state champion?
It definitely feels really good. I like having my own title and having another reason that people see me as, not just having a disability, but seeing me as a state champion.
Well, that you'll be forever, no question. What do you like about bowling? I mean, what made you pick the sport, and what do you like about it?
I just love the inclusion part of it. It just makes me feel really included, and I just love the sport so much.
Obviously, you love it as well as you're doing. What's your favorite part about competing this year at the state tournament? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was just dominating and knowing that I earned state record.
Good for you. Okay, you got your coach here. Okay, what's the one thing you like best about what your coach does?
I like how he pushes me and like what he does and like everything he does.
So he pushes you to do the best, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, what are your plans? Now, you're a junior, so you got one more year.
Yeah.
What are your plans after high school?
I plan to attend Harvard College for 2 years and transfer to university to continue to bowl competitively.
Way to go. Harper's a great school. I went there. I think others, Trustee Frankie, that's a great school you're going to.
Yeah.
More importantly, how important is it that the IHSA has a wheelchair division for bowling?
I feel like it's very important because it makes me feel included, and bowling is like a sport that other wheelchair girls can do as myself as well.
That's great. Now, hang on, I'm going to have you coach. Coach, come on up. Come on, say a few words. Yeah, good. Why don't you talk a little bit about
I didn't have to do anything.
Oh, you can talk about Julia, how special she is and what she's done. I mean, that's state champion. Elk Grove High School is a great school. It hasn't had many individual state champions. So she's in rare company. So talk a little bit if you can.
So Julia, from her sophomore year to her junior year, has changed a lot. Her first year bowling, she struggled understanding what she wanted to do or what we wanted her to do. And then this year, especially from mid-season on, she picked it up and her scores went from 120s, 160s, 170s consistently. She never complains, even when she's having tough days. she's out there doing her best, and it shows.
Well, and having a good coach helps, doesn't it, Julia? Yeah, that makes a big difference. Coaches make a difference. Well, that's impressive. And your job working with her and what she's come, you're a big part of it too. And family, you want to speak a little bit? Talk about it? Come on. Go ahead, speak a little bit. Go ahead. Talk a little about how it helps the family and brings together. Go ahead.
I mean, just to add to what Coach Tim said, I mean, Julia's really put a lot of work to it. Just one example, I mean, she would refuse to miss a day of training for anything. We had a family visiting from Poland, and I asked Julia, like, can you skip practice for one day so we can go to Chicago Navy Pier a little bit sooner so we can beat the traffic? And she absolutely refused it. So, I mean, the dedication she put into it is definitely pays off.
Well, that's great. Well, that shows. See, Julia, the harder you work, you get the rewards for your hard work. Champions never stop. They keep going, right? Well, congratulations. It's phenomenal. We can't thank you enough. And Julia, we can't congratulate you enough. That you bring such pride, not only to the high school Grenadiers, but to the whole village. So we want to congratulate you for that. So we got some special. Is that your brother over there?
Yeah.
Should I be nice to him too?
Yeah.
Now, do you bowl? Do you bowl? Yeah? No? I don't blame you. She'd keep beating you every time. You don't want to, I don't blame that. So with that said, Julie, we got a bunch of chocolates. If you want to share with your brother, it's up to you. But we got a bunch of chocolates here for you to give you that little sugar boost. Should I give the coach a couple too? Yeah. Yeah, good job. Here you go, coach.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. We'll leave it up to Julia to share with her. Should I share with your brother and mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's why she's champ. She's nice. There you go. There you go. Even brother gets one. There you go. I know. Now.
Just get one more little gift here.
Oh, go ahead.
Bag of alcohol goodies. I don't know what's in here, but you can
Some
find that out,
goodies
too.
for you.
Yeah.
There's some chocolates.
Joe, where's my wallet?
There you go. Now, we're going to get a picture in a second. But, Julia, the one thing, this is your day. You still got 4 hours and 16 minutes of your day, so you can do anything you want in Elk Grove. All day, you can't get in trouble. Even Chief knows that. So you're free to have a lot of fun today. Enjoy. The one thing I will pass on to your parents is Dairy Queen is open. And it'd probably be a great thing to swing by Dairy Queen when you leave tonight and pick up some ice cream, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be an order by the mayor. You can't pass that. So, Julia, congratulations on that. And we're going to get you out here. We're going to take some pictures. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, come around. Trustees, come on down. I'm going to bring right around the front there. Family, come on. Coach, come on. We all get in. Joe, go ahead. Come on.
Yeah. Do you want us behind you? Do you want us behind you, though? Do I have to be by you?
Okay, everybody ready? Everybody in? We're good?
We're getting there.
Hang on a second. Wait for it.
We'll let you come up.
Wait.
We'll let you come
I'm going to invite the champion.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got one more in the back, too. But get ready to speak.
We'll see you back here next year.
Remember, Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen. Congratulations. What are you doing next year? 1,000? Definitely. How's it go, winners for the Grenadiers? Way to go.
Good night.
You don't trust me? Don't be
Oh, we'll give them a second there. Take care, Julia. Congratulations.
Good night.
Nice job. Okay, move on to trustees part of the report. We'll start with trustee Bush.
Couple announcements here. We have several scholarships available from the CCC as well as the Village Scholarship. Village Scholarship is due April 6th. And if you want to check out some other opportunities, ccceg.org has scholarships. We also have a shoe drive going on, which is going to culminate on April 26th. So if you have shoes, we're partnering with Rotary, Van Fossen Chiropractics, Berkshire Hathaway, and Johnson Insurance. All have boxes in their offices. So if you have shoes, you want to drop them off, feel free to dump any smelly shoes you want in the Johnson Insurance office. They'll take care of that. But if you any kind of shoes.
So
Yes.
that means ones that are worn and holes? all-
Yeah, worn holes.
So they'll recycle them, is that what they do?
No, this will be actually pairing up with a organization called Souls for Souls, where they get shipped out worldwide. 1 in 5 people do not have shoes, so we're trying to
So, but
alleviate that.
you would want
Yeah,
shoes that
yeah,
are
gently, right.
gently
Gently used shoes,
not
but they'll go.
not wasted.
Correct.
shoes. Okay.
So 1 in 5 people in this world
Right.
do not own a pair of shoes.
Yep.
Wow.
A question, any
That's
kind of
sad.
shoes like high heels
Yes.
that we
Anything.
can't wear on our feet anymore?
Correct. Yep.
Little kids?
Little kid shoes.
Toddler shoes?
Yeah, toddler shoes. Yeah, they're going all over the
So
world.
trustee Frank can turn his high heels, you can turn them?
Yeah.
I'm not giving them up.
Right.
Well, I'll never be wearing mine again, so.
Yeah.
So you can drop them off at any of those locations or at Elk Grove High School up until the 26th, and then on Saturday, April 26th, we will have a drive outside of Elk Grove High School from the hours of 9 to 11 a.m., and we'll take them, we'll ship them, and take care of that. And that concludes my report.
That's great touch, nice, thank you. Trustee Miller.
So continuing with the CCC, many of you remember, excuse me, in years past, we would have youth groups outside the village, in the village hall, and we would recognize those groups that did, things for the community. The CCC has decided, upon the kids' requests, to recognize them at their place of wherever they are, whether it's at a church or whether it's at their school. And so, if you remember, we I brought a homeless bag, a bag for homeless people that Ana Naguera had created, and that was last fall. In February, the CCC recognized Link Elementary student ambassadors. In this month, in May, District 59 John Jay Elementary School was recognized for their 5th grade patrol. In April, Claremont School, their 5th grade student council will be recognized. And in May, Grove Junior High, Salt Creek Elementary, and Bird all have different groups that will be recognized by the CCC. And we actually go to the school to recognize them because they've, many times they couldn't come here on an evening. And so we wanted to make sure that we recognize them where they were. And I think the CCC has done a great job with that and will continue to do so.
Can I ask a question? When you
Yes.
go there, do you have an assembly so they can be recognized by their peers?
We do. We, for example, like on April 15th at Claremont, they want to do it during their lunch hour, at the cafeteria.
Nice.
So they will be recognized with their teachers and with their sponsors, and parents can come. So it's really nice, and they get a certificate.
That's great.
Yeah. And that concludes my report.
That it?
Yep.
Trustee Frankie.
No report.
Trustee Prochnow.
On Friday, March 14th, I attended the open house at the Sheila Ray Adult Center. It was very, very interesting. I learned about the different activity groups that they have. I learned about their senior fitness classes and enjoyed an entertaining performance by their ambassador group. Anyone that's interested in finding out more about joining the Sheila Ray Senior Center or getting involved over there can go to elkgroveparks.org. Also a reminder that we still have the Winters Farmers Market going on at Christus Victor Church the 1st and 3rd Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the Farmers Market will run through the end of May. The next market will be Saturday, April 5th. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, I'm happy to report that students from our Sister Cities Exchange are in Sicily right now, and they are visiting the high school, spending days at the high school there in Termini Marese, and outside the school time. They're experiencing many cultural experiences there, and they're living with the students that they hosted here, so they're having a great time, and they should, hopefully we'll be back this weekend. And also, I just want to follow up on what the mayor said about I attended the volunteer dinner last Thursday night with several of the other trustees, and it was our honor to honor all of those who worked throughout the year to make this an exceptional community. Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes my report.
Trustee Jerish.
Two things. Just want to say that PADS is nearing the end of their October to May season. With March nearly over, we've just got April to go, and in an effort to say thank you to all the community people that volunteered their time and food to serve the Elk Grove PADS shelter site. It's been a great, successful year. Second, I'll ditto the sentiments about the volunteer dinner. Thank you to all who volunteer for our community. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Move on now to the accounts payable warrant for March 25th, 2025.
I move that we pay the accounts payable warrant for March 25th, 2025 in the amount of $471,964.72.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Prochnow, second by trustee Bush. All in favor, no, this one we have to do roll call. Jen, can you call the vote, please?
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Move on now to the consent agenda. And tonight we have consent agenda items A is in Allegheny through G as in Good Shepherd.
It's 2 words, isn't it?
Close enough.
Good.
Starts with a G at least.
Yeah.
Not a Z.
Can't miss the
That's better.
xylophone.
Yeah, so that's good stuff.
All right, I'll take it.
So
Okay.
moved.
We have a motion by trustee Frankie, second
Second.
by trustee Miller. Anybody in the audience here for the consent agenda tonight? Okay. Any questions, comments from staff or board members? Seeing none, hearing none, without objection, court's vote proceeds demonstrated 6-0. We have no items under the regular agenda, but Mr. Matthew Roan, we have an item under the Plan Commission.
Yeah, we have one item under Plan Commission. On February 3rd, the Plan Commission met to hear PC docket 25-1 to consider the petition for a re-subdivision and special use permit for the properties located at 2355 Greenleaf, 2395 Greenleaf, and 2461 Greenleaf. It was the consensus of the Plan Commission by a 9-0 vote to approve the petition for rezoning and or re-subdivision and special use.
Okay, so we have a unanimous recommendation. I know the petitioner is here tonight. Any questions, comments, concerns from board members? No?
No.
Okay. Sebastian, we want to thank you. We thank you for investing in Elk Grove Village. You're really investing a lot in Elk Grove Village, so we appreciate that very much. We want you to be very successful, be an integral part of the village, so we thank you for that. With no objection, I need a motion to have attorney prepare necessary documents.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Bush, second by trustee Miller. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. You're set. You do not need to come back in 2 weeks. It's a mere formality. The Plan Commission gave you unanimous approval. We just gave you unanimous approval, so you don't need to come back. If you want to get doing anything in the meantime, you got our permission to do so. Just work with staff to get everything completed, and we wish you nothing but the best success. We thank you for working through the process with us, and we thank you for picking Elk Grove Village. Thank you. Okay, zoning board, Mr. Matthew Jones.
We have 2 items under zoning board. On March 13th, the Zoning Board of Appeals met to hear ZBA docket 25-1 with the petitioners seeking a variation of the zoning ordinance as it pertains to permitted square footage for a shed in a residential zoning district for property located at 1531 Oregon Trail. It was the consensus of the Zoning Board of Appeals by a 6-2 vote to do grant the requested variation.
Is anyone here tonight representing the petitioner? You're good. You didn't come down. Okay, any questions, comments from board members?
I just had the one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I noticed the variance was 160 square feet. Why not just the 150?
Oh, hang on. You want to come on down, please? Sorry. Need to state your, if you don't mind, your name.
Sure. Donato Latrofa. I'm the resident at 1531 Oregon Trail. The reason for the request for the extra 10 square feet, 1 linear foot, is it's a prefab shed, so they only come in certain sizes.
Okay.
So it was a 16-foot width. If I could have gotten 15, I would have ordered a 15 and skipped all this.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
You good?
I'm good. That clears it all up.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any other questions while his petitioner's here?
It's always good to put somebody who has to make a decision on these things under the hot light, so.
Make it worth your trip.
So, anything further? Okay, I need a motion to have the attorney prepare the necessary documents.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Jerish. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. Donato, you don't need to come back. It's a mere formality. It'll be approved the next meeting. If you want to do some work, you don't have it up yet, right? If you want to get working, weather turns good, you got permission to go ahead and start working, you know, to work with, get the permit, and you'll be set to go. But you're set, and I do want to thank you. It's important that people see that no one's above the law. So we all have to be part of it, go through the process. So I appreciate you doing the thing. Okay, so last one, Mr. Maturone.
Also on March 13th, the Zoning Board of Appeals met to hear ZBA docket 25-2 with the petitioner seeking a variation of the ordinance as it pertains to permitted locations of fences in residential zoning districts for property located at 699 Chelmsford Lane. It was the consensus of the Zoning Board of Appeals by a 9-0 vote to do not grant the requested variation as it pertains to permitted locations of fences.
So again, just so everyone understands, this is a motion that was declined by a 9-0 vote by the Zoning Board of Appeals. Is the petitioner here tonight? I don't think I see him. No? Okay, I need a motion to deny, or what did they do? Deny request for variation.
As set forth in docket 25-2.
Okay, per the attorney's request, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, the movement was by trustee Bush, second by trustee Schmidt. All, do we have to do a roll call vote on this since it's denial?
You can, you don't need it, it's voiceful.
Okay, all in favor of the request to deny, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. We'll make sure we get notice out to the petitioner.
Sure.
Okay. Is that it, Mr. Rowan?
That's it.
Okay, we now move on to boards and commissions. Recycling Waste Committee, trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
All right, real quick, we're still taking Christmas lights. I don't know why, but we are until the end of April. Well, anyways, containers out there, if you still have Christmas lights up, please take them down. And if they're bad, just bring them in here and we'll recycle them. Also, April 1st is when we'll start picking up lawn waste, leaves if you want to bag them, but all that type of green waste will be picked up by Waste Management. Whoa, I almost did a U. I said Waste Management, it's group.
Whoa.
Flashbacks.
I'm not the only one. Good.
Yeah. Anyway, so April 1st, we start that. And then in the newsletter, we'll have the information on the large branch pickup. Hopefully. I haven't seen the new newsletter yet, so it'll be hitting the houses pretty soon.
Yep.
Well, the large branch is the end of the month because they won't make it for the April 7th leaf pickup, I don't think, does it?
No. Large branch is at the end of the month.
Right, but
End
leaf
of April.
pickup,
I said coming up soon.
yeah.
But the leaf pickup is
That's
the week
April
of
7th.
April 7th.
Right.
Put them out on Monday, and we'll be down sometime during the week to pick them up. So make sure they're out there on Monday. The leaves. The branches are at the end of the month, and it's all be on this wonderful new newsletter we have coming out. Okay, just in case, because our next board meeting is what day?
I'm trying to think, when will the newsletter go
The
out?
8th is our,
Oh, should be? Okay. So then we do have the leaf pickup in there besides the branch?
I will confirm that. If not, it'll be on our website and social media.
okay.
Very good.
Because our next meeting is the 8th,
Yes.
so we won't be able to announce it then. Okay. I think I confused everybody enough. I'm done.
No, that's very good. Doing the extra leaf pickup is nice.
It's very nice, especially because there's a lot of trees that didn't fall. Huh.
Large branch collection Monday, April 28th.
But you have to call in for that.
No, do you? Okay,
Yes.
yes.
You have to call in.
Information's on the newsletter, though, and then, yeah, give your address.
So leaf is not in there?
Leaf collection Monday, April 7th.
Good.
Week of? Or
So
on
both
that
are in
day?
there. Good.
Begins Monday.
Begins, so, yeah, get them out by Monday the 7th, and we'll pick them up during the week at some point. Okay. yeah.
Unless it snows.
I just drove through a snowstorm
Huh?
Sunday.
It's forecasted.
We've had that happen more than once.
Forecasted for Monday, I think.
Okay, anything further?
No, I hope not.
Okay. JPZ Committee, Trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Capital Improvements Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Cable Television Committee, Trustee Jerish.
No report.
Youth Committee, Trustee Bush.
No report, but Colby, will you be doing all the branches by yourself as your last,
He goes out
active
there,
bus-
he has hand clippers. He
yeah.
cuts each branch up with his hand.
Right.
Into little sections, and then he's got a little thing, he crushes them into mulch, right? All the
Perfect.
guy,
All right,
right?
good. Thank
That's
you.
not really true. He goes out and measures to make sure the diameter is right.
Yeah. That concludes my report.
Okay. Information Committee, Trustee Miller.
I do have a report. Please check out EGTV Facebook page because you will see how you can connect to the village by signing up for emergency alerts or e-notifications. That is on the EGTV Facebook page. Community Development is hosting another Permit Cafe, which is where you can get professional advice on all types of construction projects. This will be April 1st from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the Village Hall downstairs, rooms A and B, and coffee and donuts will be served. The fire department's next CPR class for friends and family will be April 19th at 9 a.m. at Fire Station 10, which is on 676 Meacham. So if you are interested in getting a CPR class for friends and family, please check that out. And finally, Public Works Academy, we're still taking registrations until April 11th. The academy starts on Wednesday, April 16th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And please sign up. It's a great way to know what Public Works really does. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Health and Community Services, Trustee Prochnow.
Just a reminder, the Community Blood Drive is Saturday, May 10th at Village Hall here in Room E from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Anyone interested in donating can go to elkgrove.org/blood drive. For more information, call Village Hall or go to that website. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Airport update, we discussed it earlier. Parade Committee, our first meeting is Monday, April 7th. We'll update after that. Midsummer Classic Concert Series update. Mr. Knickerbocker, make it easy. July 4th?
Cheap Trick?
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I answered your
I
question.
know. Second concert, part of Rotary Fest?
OAR or to you.
That's right. Third concert here at the Town Center?
Scotty McCreary.
Very good.
Thank you.
Last concert to wrap up this year?
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Very good. Excellent. You got it down pat now.
Well,
I don't know why he's looking at the sky. God's helping
I
him.
wrote it up on the tile.
It's on the tile.
And remember, this year is just a nice appetizer for our anniversary year coming up in 2026. So,
Don't tease him.
Special Events Committee, Trustee Prochnow. Next one will be the Memorial Day. So,
Rain or shine, now
Yep.
that it's indoors.
hot or cold, we'll be comfortable no matter what.
Yes, we will. Thank
Looking
you,
forward
Mayor.
to it. No report on Liquor Commission. Report from our beloved village manager, Mr. Matthew Roan.
No report.
See, they're good. Report from our deputy clerk tonight, Jen.
Early voting runs through March 31st for the April 1st consolidated election. The hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and Sundays from 10 to 4.
Have you gotten the recent update numbers?
As of yesterday at 5 p.m., 415 ballots.
Wow, that's down.
That was a day. That was a day.
Yes.
The last election.
Yeah.
That's it.
Huh?
That concludes my report.
Very nice job, thank you. Unfinished business, let me check. Yeah, as usual, attorney has nothing. New business items from trustees. Okay, any comments? Miss, look who's back.
I see.
Zeus.
Look at his hair.
Zeus?
Zeus has returned.
I thought it was
Samson.
Samson.
No, Zeus now. What? Samson retired, Zeus came in.
Zeus got a new knee.
Now, yes, Zeus got a new knee back about a little over 2 months ago. He's back to full-fledged activity. Seen him at the fitness center. Doing good, Mr. Chavo? Gonna be there tomorrow? We'll see you tomorrow. We're glad you're back doing well. Helen, how's the world treating you today? Good? I come 4 weeks from today. Now, they know no lunch this time. Okay. So, looking forward to it. Anything else before we adjourn? Everything good, Scott? You happy, man? That's all that counts. Tell your daughter to come down and get some chocolate. With that said, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion by trustee Bush, second by trustee Miller. And see, I should say again, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Everything went good today. We're doing well. So with that said, and no one ever doubts what I remember anymore. With that said, Mr. Knickerbocker, be that horse.
Don't hit the horse.
Jen, can you call the roll call?
Trustee Schmidt?
Yes.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Yes.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Just so everyone knows, the work that Mr. Frankie does, he was up in Milwaukee
No.
at 5 p.m. today.
Statutes of limitation.
And he
Now
made it
we're
here
out.
by 20 after 6, so I give him credit for wanting to be here for part of the board meeting.
I did.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Well, I
No,
take it
thank
seriously.
you.
I
That's-
don't like missing
No,
a
it's
meeting.
good.
Okay, I put the time
So,
down.
with that said, vote was 6-0, meeting to adjourn, meeting adjourned.